Okay, good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, good morning. We all can hear you. Good morning.
Okay,
Yes,
good
good
morning.
morning.
Okay, good morning. Thank you all so much for being here. I want to formally welcome all of you.
Thank you.
Okay. So I want to formally welcome everyone to this class today. My name is Deiva and I'm the programs manager for this particular project. So I want to say a very big welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here today and for being part of the DIGIGAP program. So basically, we're going to, I know a lot of people are having questions and are wondering why we haven't actually started classes. So we're going to be starting physical classes fully next week. And until then, we're going to have 2 virtual classes, which is this one and a second one on Friday for digital literacy classes. And we're going to be having a webinar tomorrow, which is compulsory, mandatory, attendance is mandatory on Zoom by 11 a.m. in the morning. And the second class for this digital literacy is going to be held on Friday virtually as well by 10 a.m. Okay, so while I know some of you have colleagues and friends that will probably want to register and be part of this program, you can as well also send the invite link and invite them also to join. So next week they can fully participate and start with everyone else as a class staff. So just to go around the basics and rules for these classes, please, when you come into classes, always rename yourself. Okay, I can see someone's Zoom account right now, it's bearing number. Rename yourself and use your actual name. And always fill the attendance, because that's how if you don't have a complete attendance, you're not getting certificates. So please do not come late to classes, always fill your attendance, always stay in classes and fill your attendance, and do not miss classes. And yes, also, if I know that we're going to have recordings for the classes, right? But don't put your hope and say, oh, I'm going to watch the recording, because this is a hybrid class. I'm going to be having physical and virtual as well. So while these are just basic ground rules for partaking in the classes, and please, when you're filling your attendance, I know some people have this habit of using one number today, another number tomorrow. Please just stick to one phone number. If you're using your MTN line to start your attendance from the beginning of the class, of your classes, please use it till the very end, right? Because someone might try to sort through and then decide to use your number and your name won't show up. Using numbers to search is actually easier, because if you're using, people bear multiple names, right? So please just make sure to use the same numbers for all of your attendance. Yes, attendance will be shared during the class, right? Towards the end of each class, you're going to fill attendance. So please always make sure to come in early. I sent reminders this morning, an hour to the class, and still yet people didn't attend. And please, let us try to read through emails, try to read through messages on WhatsApp as well. Any information you're giving, before you ask questions, just read through it. I sent messages this morning concerning the time, and people were still asking for the time. Let's just try. We're living in a digital age. Everything is moving at a speed of light. It's no longer what's that word? It's no longer what it used to be. Analog. This is digital. Please try and read emails. Try and read messages so that you get the proper information for every program, for the program actually. Okay. I'm just going to 1 second. I thought there was a question on the chat box, so I need to check that out. Okay, yes, I have answered. Okay, I have answered all the questions in the chat box. Like I said, please, when you come into class, please rename yourself. Oh, someone here is a good example. There is a number 784-8173-1312. Please rename yourself. Rename yourself. It's just proper, it's just right, and it's just, it tells a lot about you. So yes, please rename yourself when you come into class. Sylvia's iPhone, please rename yourself to your actual name and try to do this for all virtual classes. And yes, just give it your best. I know that this is a free program, right? It's free, it doesn't mean it's free. If it's free, someone is paying for it. So just take the opportunity, learn what you can. It's for your betterment. Nobody's going to take whatever skills you've learned from you, and it's always be a part of you. So don't just say, oh, because it's free, because I didn't pay for it. A lot of people have gotten so much from free programs like this. And if you want to go and pay to learn these things, you pay heavily. And here at Net Factory, we do not teach. We don't just say, oh, because it's free, we just do it anyhow. No, we get proper facilitators and we teach you to understand everything you're being taught. So please, in as much as we're giving our best, we expect that you give your full best at your own end. This is going to encourage people to do more, to help others as well. We live in a time where, oh, the country presently, everybody knows what it's like. So acquiring skills is very good. It's very, very important, and nobody can take that from you. So you don't have to wait on the government to provide you a job. You can always set up something for yourself. So with these few points, I'm just going to invite my colleague who is going to be taking, the facilitator who's going to be taking the class. So please and please, just going through this whole thing, going through everything again, please fill your time at, be in class, be punctual in class. Even when you're coming for the physical classes, please, if you know you live far away, just come early. Come early, leave the house early so that you can make it, because nobody's going to be waiting for you. And yes, there is going to be, if you don't come in, if you come in late, you will not get to fill the attendance. And if you don't fill attendance, you're not going to get your certificate, whether you were here or not. And that's what lateness is going to cost you. So if you know you live far off, so please just leave the house early so that you can make it in time for the classes. And always fill your attendance when you are in class. Even if it's physical, even if it's virtual, fill your attendance. It's very necessary and mandatory. And also attend the webinars when they are set up. Tomorrow's webinar is going to be by 11. So everybody just be aware that you have a webinar tomorrow and attendance is mandatory. So like we said, you can also invite your friends as well that want to join and make them part and give them access to the program so they can register and be part of it. Learning starts physically, learning starts next week. Our physical classes and the whole training itself, the full training starts next week. So next week, you're going to have your physical and your virtual classes with your time slots. Like I said, the only disruption is for this week. From next week, everything has gone back to the original time. Everybody has their time slot. So do ensure to be there. I'm going to remind everyone, I'm going to send the details on the WhatsApp group. Join your community on your community group so that you can know your time slots. I don't want anybody saying they don't know their time slots. So I'm going to send the details there so that you can have it at your disposal at any time. Okay, so with that, I'm inviting my colleague now. Micah, please, you have those permissions. You can take over the class now.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Can everyone hear me? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you all doing? Fine, fine. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Alon Toba. Okay, so we're gonna get started in a bit. So I see that there's some questions in the chat. So let's just put a pause on this for a bit. All right. We're going to get to, I think Shefa may come back to attend to that. All right. Okay, so good morning, everyone. And oh, someone says I'm not audible. Is that true for everybody?
I can hear you clearly.
Clear, yeah. Can hear you well. Okay, I think I see why. Okay, what about now? It should be better now. I think I just saw why it was not better, right? Okay, good. All right, good. Thank you. Thank you for that feedback. All right. Awesome. Good morning, everybody, once again. My name is Micah, right? And I want to say congratulations on gaining admission into the DIGIGAP program. And before we start, let me get some engagements, Why do you think, what would you say is the reason you applied for the DIGIGAP program? Very quickly, I just want like 2 persons, 1 male, 1 female. Let's do this very quickly. 1 male, 1 female.
I would like to acquire the skills for the program. So that's why I joined.
So, okay. Hi. All right. Good morning. So I hear you, Joshua, but can you start again? Just introduce yourself. What track did you apply for? Yeah. Just what track did you apply for? Then you give us your comments. Okay. Go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Joshua Archibong. I joined so that I can get the skills for graphic design. I have passions for it, so I just want to learn it and make it useful to myself.
Awesome. Awesome. Very commendable. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Thank you, Joshua. All right, Joshua from graphic design. Let me see. Onyolola, your mic was unmuted. I thought you wanted to say something. Do we have any lady that wants to talk? You want to say something? Any lady? Onyolola, you can go ahead if you can unmute your mic. Sure. Is it just me? I can't hear Onyolola. Or is anyone else talking? Is anyone else talking? Hello. Okay. Any lady? All right. Any lady that wants to, just share. We've heard from a guy, so we've heard from a male. So let's hear from a lady. Anybody who wants to say something? Any lady? Ladies, don't be shy. Come on, let's do this. That's fine. Please go ahead. Thank you very much.
Hello, can you hear me now? Sorry. Hello, good morning.
Please.
I'm so sorry, I didn't unmute initially. Good morning. My name is Esther. So I applied for product design. I came across product design while designing on Canva. Then I got interested in it. So I checked on YouTube. I had little lesson, but I was unable to comprehend it because I didn't even know the starting point, not talk of the ending point. So that's one of the reasons why I joined the program.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. And I particularly really like that comments, from Esther, because I see someone that, and also like Joshua, you're interested in something and you want to go out to learn it. All right. And one of the things that I would usually speak to students about is that here lies in your hands an opportunity to learn, right? This DIGIGAP program presents to you an opportunity to develop crucial digital skills, marketing demand digital skills. And what marketing demand really means is skills that you can use to get jobs in a very short time after learning. All right. And we're not saying this because we want to get money from you. Of course, you're not paying for the program. So why should anyone be trying to psych you up? Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the program has been sponsored for you already. And it's sponsored, of course, it's sponsored for only people that are going to take the program seriously. Do you understand? So I would really just want to start by encouraging everyone that it's very important, that you take this opportunity seriously. All right. We would have a proper onboarding session when you come in, when the training starts. Okay. So just to also reiterate, I'm not sure that Shefa mentioned this, that the training is not starting this week as earlier scheduled, due to some internal things that we're still working on. We would reach out to you on the on this new starting date. Okay, so watch out for communications from us, watch out for emails, watch out for communication on your WhatsApp groups. Okay, so it will be very important that you do that. Okay, so without further ado, I want us to get started, right? And what we're going to be doing is digital literacy, really. And some of the things we're going to be talking about is the usage of some digital tools, right? Some digital tools like Google Documents, Google Spreadsheets, Google Slides, and some other, and just some other learnings across the usage of the internet. All right, so we're gonna get started now, but let me just say I would like the class to be interactive because I'll be asking questions a lot, asking questions a lot, right? So watch out for that. So let me ask here, let me start from this. How many of you, if you've used Google Docs before, can you signify Google Docs? Just start by raising your hand. You can raise your hand. Raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. If you've used Google Documents before, Google Docs, that's software called Google Docs, Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sheets, all these things, If you've used it before, have you used it before? Google Docs, I'm trying to see. All right, awesome. So I see Olusegun, Shibuike, Nicholas. Impressive. Quite a number of people. Very good. Very, very good stuff. Very good. Let me see in the chats. Okay, awesome. All right. So you can drop your hands. If you've used Google Sheets before, Google Sheets, that's Google Spreadsheets. You can also raise your hand. Let me see. Google Spreadsheets this time around. Google Spreadsheets. I see 3 hands, okay. Google Docs, I saw about 11 hands. Google Spreadsheets, not Microsoft Excel, Google Spreadsheets. So I see 5 hands, okay. All right, thank you. You can drop your hands. Olumoya Dragbemi, nice to see you. I think I know your name. Okay.
Yes, sir. Well, sir.
Okay, good morning. All right. So if you use Google Slides, can you signify Google Slides? Google Slides. It looks like Microsoft PowerPoint, but it's not Microsoft PowerPoint. It looks like Microsoft PowerPoint, but it's not Microsoft PowerPoint. Let's go. Signify. Okay. All right, so let me see. I see 5 hands as well. Okay, interesting. Okay, you can drop your hands now. Thank you very much. So we're going to, today's class is going to be, of course, it's not going to be theoretical. It's going to be interactive, right? So get ready. When you are in this class, I want you to actually be here. Don't just join the meeting. Actually, what we're going to be talking about today is 25 rules of a virtual meeting, okay? 25 more like tips and etiquette, okay, of a virtual meeting, all right? 25 tips of a virtual meeting, very, very important, okay? 25 tips in a virtual meeting. So let me see. This year, this COVID, the inception of COVID-19 and all these things, everybody now do virtual meetings. Now, some of you may have even attended, what do they call this thing? What do they call this thing that we usually do every Saturday? Anybody? Can you just chorus it? And this thing that we used to buy clothes for, that they used to share jollof rice or amala, weekend. Anybody? Chorus it. One bear, very good. Thank you. So exactly. Thank you, Oluwasegun, as well. We now do Owambe on Zoom. Can you imagine that? Owambe without rice. That's not an Owambe, you know. That's just it's just a virtual meeting. So, you know, we now do graduations online. We now do trainings online. You know, we used to do trainings online before, but now it's more like a real option. Okay. Juma, you can drop your hands, please. So we now do all of these things online, right? But one of the things you notice is that sometimes when as humans, when we get into a situation or a system that we've not been in before now, one of the challenges is that we just do it the way we think is right. Okay. This way that we think is right may actually not be the right way to go about these things. Okay. And one of the challenges with that is you can find yourself, should I say, rigmaroling around something and just doing it, you know, just doing it somehow the way you like. But there's actually a professional way to do it, because you can plan to get a job after this program, which you should, and they would invite you for a virtual interview. There's a very high chance they would invite you for a virtual interview, even if there's going to be a physical screening. Everybody wants to do remote work these days. You want to work from home. I want to work from my room. But the challenge a lot of times is that if you want to work from home, there is not just about waking up in the morning and opening your laptop. You know, there are etiquettes, there are standards. Do you understand me now? So say for example, you know, so I mean I was at a this event that they call breakfast meeting, you know, some time ago. And I mean, right in that room, there one of the dignitaries that was there is the group CEO of First City Monument Bank, FCMB. By the way, that bank is the best bank in this country. Sorry, apologies. But yeah, FCMB is a great bank, you know. And you know, it was just saying that, you know, that there is a rise of new people called so there are some people that you know as digital nomads, all right. And you know, there are people that you know as diasporans. I mean, who wants to tell me what you think a diasporan is? Diasporan, anybody? Diasporan. I mean, what does a diasporan mean? Someone living in diaspora, but what does that mean? Anybody? iShots, do you want to say something? Esther, go ahead. Esther, go ahead. Sorry.
I think it's Nigerians living abroad.
Okay, yeah, solid. Yeah, so it's not now just Nigerians living abroad, you get. It is anybody living abroad, right? So someone staying outside of the country. So if you're in Mexico, for example, if they want to, and you go, I mean, if you're a citizen of Mexico, you lived in Mexico through your life and you moved to maybe Nigeria, for example. Nigeria is a diaspora for you. Do you get? I know that you think that it's only when Nigerians go to America or Nigerians go to the UK or they go to Canada. But if somebody comes from the US to come and live in Nigeria, right? Nigeria is a diaspora for them. So they will be Americans in diaspora. And did you understand? So they're in diaspora in that way. All right. But now I heard this theory from him, which is said that there's a group of people called diasporans. Now, did you get that? Diasporans. And these are people that are Nigerians living in Nigeria, but working for foreign organization. I know that some of you know some of these people. Of course, it's not something that is so popular, but it's something that I think it's something that he coined, you know, and it really makes a lot of sense that you see Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians, the tech bros working for companies in Mexico, in Spain, in Ireland, Northern Ireland, in the UK, in Germany, in Hungary, in Mexico. You know, you see all these tech bros doing, you know, just sitting at the comfort of their home and doing that. Now, to be an effective diasporan, you know, let's use the word diasporan, NIASPORAN, all right? To be an effective diasporan, you need to learn how to collaborate virtually, because you are not going to be Imagine if they say you have this meeting now. Maybe let's say this is the company, right? And we want to have this meeting. I'm in Lagos. Okay. I'm in Lagos. I'm currently in Obudu, right? I know you guys are in different places. Let's say that our headquarters is in what country do I like? So maybe the UK, all right. And our headquarters is in the UK. Let's say we now have to go for a meet Monday morning meeting. There was no work yesterday. So we now go for Monday morning, Tuesday morning meeting. And all of us now, we now have to take flights down in the morning, jet to the UK. After the 2 hours meeting or 1 hour meeting, we come back to Nigeria to leave. Do you understand? You see how unproductive that would be and how cost intensive it would be. So that all these things are reasons why we now need to start thinking about it, that how do we work in a digital space? How do we work in the virtual and in a virtual environment? How do we collaborate with people that are not together with us? All right. And I'm going to take us through about 21 tips quickly. So back to back, right? And I think that would be really good. So watch out for it. You know, some people are going to catch their sub in this conversation that I'm going to have. You know when I mean you're going to catch your sub, you're really going to catch your sub. Okay, just watch out. Okay, let me just bring my notes up. All right, so this is my resource up already. No, I'm not sharing my screen in case you're applying to see my screen. Don't worry, I'm not sharing my screen. So I mean, I would encourage you to. I'd encourage you to take notes. All right, I encourage you to really take notes. Okay, I'd encourage you to take notes, to really take note of the. I may share some images with you. You know, but okay, I think we should start with that. Let me share an image with you so you can just tell me what you think is happening here and if it's something that you would like. Like I said once again, I want you to really be here because we're going to have discussions, all right? Discussions pretty much. And it's going to be, amazing. Do you understand? So let's do this. So I'm going to share a picture on the screen quickly. So you tell me what you notice from this. All right, so I have a picture up. What do you say to this? What do you say to this? I have a picture up on the screen. What do you say? I mean, what do you think is happening here? Anybody wants to give me feedback? So this is you. You are the owner of this MacBook here. I know some of you don't. I know maybe even if you have a MacBook, don't worry. Just believe. Just believe you have a MacBook, You know, believe. All right, believe you have a MacBook, and just receive it, And you are sitting. You see, you have your notes, you have your coffee. I think that's coffee syrup. And you have your phone there. I'm not sure that phone is still in existence. That's like iPhone 4 or something. But anyways, let's not be distracted. Now let's get back to this. So this is your computer. The person on the other side is speaking to you. What do you think? What do you think is wrong here? I want to call somebody that has not spoken in the class before. And I'm going to call Eberechi. What do you think is wrong here? What do you think is wrong in this picture? What do you think is wrong here? So let me just say ahead. Some of you don't know me, but you eventually know me. I'm quite of a disciplined person. All right. If I call you and you don't respond, it will tell me that you're not in the class. All right. So and I may have to remove you. So please, I want you to be there. All right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Iberechi.
Okay, so
no, not just you now, just comment for everybody. So go ahead.
Okay, so what I can say, the man's face is not showing in this video, like in the screen. So he was supposed to sit back a little and make sure that his face is showing, which should be his form of identification and facial expression and he just needs to connect with the person on the other side or the people, participants.
Correct. I like your answer. Thank you very much. I like your answer because you gave us the reason why. You just tell us what was wrong. You also told us that this is why you need to actually connect, all right? And I think that's very, very brilliant. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Now, if you join a virtual meeting, imagine this is my meeting now. Let me try this. Let me try this. Do you see? I'm still talking. This is my can you see my video? Can you see my video, guys? Can you see my video? This is still me. This is still me. I'm still talking. Good morning, everybody. Do you see? So let me go. Do you see? So I'm actually still talking, and you are seeing my what we say. I'm not. By the way, most times I don't use the service. I just use normal audio because so. But yeah, I think I have to use. I'm using this because I'm in and you'll be hearing echo, and it's part of the etiquette I'm going to tell you. So I'm still talking now, but you can't see my face. You are just hearing it. This is as good as my video is turned off because you are not really interested in seeing my white shirt. You know, you are not really interested in seeing my small beard that is here. You know, you are not. Those are not things you're interested in. What you're interested in is the person that is talking, right? The person that is talking. And if you now notice, my video is showing, and I have airdrop. Do you see? Do you see airdrop? Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Thank you very much for that. So let's get back into it. So, like I would say, there are ways to do these things. You know, it's not that when you know, some of you when you're joining virtual meeting, the meeting you're saying, "Good morning, sir," and you're with your phone and you're working on the streets. You know, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go. So first thing to do when you are having a meeting, if you are the one hosting the meeting, always make sure you create a meeting agenda. All right. Always make sure you create a meeting agenda. Know what you are going into the meeting for. If you don't know what you're going into the meeting for, there's a high chance that you would not know what to prepare for, which is the second point. Be prepared. All right. So you already know what you're going. So if you have an interview, a virtual interview, you know that, okay, I'm going for a virtual interview. You are sure of it. Not that someone just invites you, join the Zoom link by this time. What are we going to be doing? Is this a technical screening or a preliminary conversation to know how I fit so I can know how to prepare or what to be ready for? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, joining the meeting unprepared or not knowing the meeting agenda or not knowing what the meeting is for, it's going to put you in a situation where they can ask you something and you say, I did not know, I forgot. The way we used to do those things. I forgot to, Well, that you'd have saved yourself from that if you could just actually ask, what are we doing in this meeting? What are we doing in this meeting? Do you understand? So, and be prepared. Be prepared. In other words, don't rush. So that meeting is by 9 o'clock. All right. It should also take me to the next point, which is join the meeting early. Be prepared. You don't want to say that, when is 8 o'clock? You are supposed to join a class by 8 o'clock. That's when you are now trying to plug your phone. You're now trying to subscribe for data. You know that there's a meeting by this time. You subscribe for internet. You ensure that your phone is charged. All right. You ensure that you have adequate, you have an adequate supply, right? You know that your device is ready. So join the meeting early. The way you would not want to get to an interview late physically, and you have a visa interview, for example. People that have visa interviews for 11 o'clock and they leave the house by 3 a.m. because they don't want to miss it. That's the same energy you should put to join a virtual meeting. Say, now Zoom meeting now, no, they no fit kill me, I beg. Now they be no be Zoom meeting won't do. Sorry about that. In case some of you that don't understand those kind of things, apologies. Anyways, I just said that to explain what I'm trying to say. Do you understand me? So join the meeting early. All right, it's very important. All right, so the recommendation is always join the meeting at least 5 minutes. So that when you join the meeting, sometimes when you're trying to use Zoom, for example, you may open Zoom and that's when Zoom will tell you it wants to update. All right, and when Zoom is updating, it means that the update may take more than 5 minutes. But if you have joined in early at 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before, you'll have noticed that this thing is trying to update, so you can drop a message that, I tried to join this meeting and the application was updating or it's updating, or it's having an issue, or it's not coming up, and I'm trying to get it fixed, do you have an alternative? Should we use something else? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's just very important. All right. So yeah, so pretty much, I mean, I think that's very important, so dress appropriately. Let me see, what should I do now? How should I demonstrate this? Imagine if as I'm coming to this, but I'm just wearing this singlet. I'm still dressed, but it's not appropriate. Okay, it's not appropriate. You wouldn't expect to see me like that in a workspace. And by the way, dressing appropriately does not mean wearing a shirt. Okay, most times you will not see me wearing a shirt. All right, most of the times you will most likely not catch me wearing a shirt. A lot of times, but for some occasions, you have to wear shirts. For some occasions demand that you put on a shirt. Some occasions demand that you, so I'm in the office, for example, this is the first working day of the week. So I'm on a white shirt. Do you understand? Because white just shows being corporate, it shows being elegant, it shows some sense of royalty. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's very important, all right, that you just appropriate. So give the meeting your full attention. Now, think about it that, let me see, I see some comments on the chat. Let me check it out. Okay, I think some people are just saying yes. All right. So think about it that, you join a meeting, for example. You join a meeting, all right, and sorry, no, you're speaking with somebody. So the way I'm talking with you now, then I'm not looking sideways. I'm not like this. Okay, I'm still talking to you, but in your mind, you're looking at it that, okay, this guy is distracted. This guy's talking to somebody. This guy's looking at his phone. Do you see? So those things it can tell a lot, especially when your video is on, even if your video is not on. All right, so you want to give the meeting your full attention. Don't be in the class and be buying going and be buying bread, all those things, If you want to eat before. So I'm having, so of course, when you're having meetings, right, food is not allowed. Of course, you should not take food. You should not take food because you're not, because people are watching you somehow. If I bring a bowl of rice now, a bowl of what was that? What's a bowl of spaghetti or something, and I'm eating. It will seem somehow to you because food shows relaxation. But if I take water or coffee, like I was earlier, it shows that because I'm talking, sometimes I need to refresh my vocal cords because it's talking, it's energizing, it's working, and it gets dried up. Do you understand? So very important that you give the phone your attention. Now, one of the ways you can do this is avoid your phone. So my phone is here, but it's put off, right? It's not shut down, but I'm not checking it till I'm done with this session. Do you understand what I'm saying? So change your surroundings. I mean, you can keep your hands in the camera view because see, if as you're seeing my hands, it's showing you that I'm focused. Somehow you don't know, but it's getting into your mind that I'm actually here with you. Do you understand? Because I'm looking at you. I'm here, except you think I'm pressing my phone or pressing another laptop with. Sometimes I have more than one computer in my front, right? So except you believe that I'm using my legs to press it. Do you understand? Most likely I'm not doing that, all right? So so that's that. So then don't speak over others, right? Don't speak over others. In a virtual meeting, it's a virtual meeting, so you need to be careful because imagine if we're both talking at the same time. These things look like common sense, but it's not actually so easy to get that in that way. So don't speak over others, all right? Take extra care to avoid speaking over or interrupting others. So when you're talking, when you're talking, all right, I'm not talking. When I'm talking, you're not talking, because that way other people in the meeting are going to understand what each person is saying at different points in time. Okay, so that's very important. Then speak slowly. So I tend to have a very busy schedule, so I can say, let me speak, let me do this thing. 1, do this, 2, do this, 3, do this, 4, do this, 5, do this. The issue is that I'm going to lose you, right? I'm going to lose you. So all these gestures that I'm doing, this brain that I'm giving, just these little things that I'm putting in here and there, it is going to eventually, it's culminating your mind to properly assimilating the information that I'm giving you. So it's actually important, all right? So now, number 8, don't leave the room during your meeting. Now, I understand that we're in Nigeria and network issues happen, but it's part of being prepared. You see, the times when you are having a meeting, meeting. If you're in a meeting, if you're in a class, like the way you are now, if you're in a class, if you want to leave, you're in a physical class, all right? What you are going to do most likely is you say, excuse me, sir, please, I want to leave. I'm going to join the meeting back. Or I need to go and ease myself. I need to do this. But I am sure that some of you in this meeting now, like I saw somebody's video earlier, you're on the road, you're about to take bike, or you're in traffic, so if you're doing, I'm going to do, but you're in a meeting, so you treat it like so you plan yourself that, I'm in a virtual meeting, I need to be at home by this time. Do you understand? So that I need to be at home, or I need to be at work, or I need to be where I'm seated so I can listen properly to this meeting. There are times when if I'm not where if I'm not close to home or work, you just enter a restaurant that is not noisy, and you just listen to the meeting effectively there, so you can properly type. You don't, especially if you live in Lagos, you don't want to be typing, responding in a meeting chat when you want to respond in a meeting, or on a chat meeting chat, and somebody drags your phone in the bus. All right, you won't say that it's the fault of the people that hosted the meeting, okay? Because you could have also been prepared for it. Now, let me move very quickly. All right, but so far, are we together? Are we together? Let me call somebody random and just tell us 3 tips, 3 things you've learned so far. Eye shots. The business of the ladies today. Eye shots. Sorry, guys, give me a second. I want to adjust my earpiece. But eye shot, I'm listening to you. Aishat, are you there? Aishat, I'm waiting for you. Like I said, if you don't respond to me,
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
Okay,
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah,
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please.
You said the hoster, if you're hosting a meeting, you should have a meeting agenda. Then you should be prepared. You should be ready for the meeting for like 10 minutes to the meeting or 15 minutes to the meeting. So in case if you have an issue of joining the meeting, you can at least drop a message that your Zoom is trying to update or something. We should dress appropriate. Then give the meeting full attention.
Awesome.
Don't speak over the meeting, like 2 people speaking together, don't read the meeting also. Then you're like, we should be in a particular place where we want, as long as we know that this is the time we have meeting, we should be in a particular spot, like maybe look for a good location that there is network and place is not crowded, so that we're able to concentrate, not like picking, attending the Zoom meeting in a bus or main road also. Those are some points I can get from what I've been saying. Can you hear me, sir?
Impressive. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that.
Yes,
that really shows that you're listening. All right. That's very good. You listed almost all the points. So just watch out, and I'll call you next. Okay. I'm looking at some people's name here. Looking at some people's name, but just watch out. All right. So now, next thing is handle interruptions gracefully. This is number 10. Handle interruptions gracefully. Handle interruptions gracefully. Now, you see that I've changed my audio input, right? Because, I've changed my audio input because I noticed that the earphones I was using, the wired earphones was not properly arranged, and I don't want that to, this meeting is being recorded. People are saying it, I don't want that to, be something that So this first time we're meeting, so I want to make a good impression. Do you understand? So that's why I had to change to this, and I believe you can still hear me. Confirm you can hear me.
Yes, sir. You can hear you, sir.
Awesome,
It's
very good.
low,
So
unlike the earpiece.
Well,
it's
it's audible,
low.
I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
not
good.
audible.
It's
Yeah,
very clear.
Can you increase the volume? Can you
I've
increase
done
the
that.
volume on that?
I've
It's
done that,
actually
sir.
audible. I can see. So if it's, like the other time when, I've used them for quite a while, so I kind of understand the system. So if it's not audible, I can actually see it, but apologies about that. You can check it. People are saying it's clear and audible. So, all right. I think it should even be better than the earphones, actually. The sound quality should be better. Okay, so under interruptions gracefully. You see, I needed to be interrupted because I needed to change that device, and I took permission, changed it, then I'm back, and I said I'm back. You see, that's the proper way to do it. Now, you didn't beat me. Do you get it? Even if you cannot beat me because you don't know where I am. But even if it's a matter of accountability and responsibility, that you take to say that I want to do this, all right, I want to do this and you do it effectively. Okay, so protect sensitive information on your computer, all right. Sometimes, for example, if I share my screen now, there's nothing you will see on my screen that is personal. If I want to share my screen, now there's also the part of knowing how to share screen very well on this application, but there's also now the part of you being extra careful. For example, people have shared screens and we are seeing that they are watching a movie on DLC in the background. Amen. That's happened to some of you, hasn't it? Some people, you just share your screen. Please, and let me say, okay, I'm only a favor. Can you please share your screen? Just click share screen, and we're just seeing maybe your results or something. And we're like, oh, we're seeing the screen, or you're on a work meeting. This one happens a lot. You're on a work meeting. You're working somewhere. And they say, share your screen. Let's see the report on your screen. And you just open it, and they are saying that they're saying that they invited you for interview in another company. That shows something about you, all right? And you don't want people to, just get this kind of perspective about it. So it's very important that you actually take these things seriously. They are very simple, but they sound like common sense. But if you look at it, there are some of these things that you don't do. All right. So before you share your screen, for some people, when you want to share a screen on your phone, you share a screen and the first thing you are seeing is your WhatsApp chat with your wife, WhatsApp chat with your mom or with your family, talking about sensitive things. Before you share, ensure you close your chat. Even if you want to show somebody your chat, your WhatsApp, something on a chat, ensure that you have opened that WhatsApp chat before you go to share it. So that you are not opening the page where that is showing all your chats and people are seeing the other things that you're talking about. Do you understand me? So very important, all right? It's part of being prepared. Before the meeting starts, you go through it, you check it, all right? It's just some of these things are just very important, okay? That you check that. Then don't eat during the meeting. I mentioned this earlier. Don't eat during the meeting. Imagine me eating now, I think I mentioned that, correct? So, and avoid typing during the meeting. See, let me see. Okay, if I was using a earpiece, I think you would hear, but let me try and see if you would hear. But if I try to type, let me try to type something. Can you hear my keyboard?
No. No.
You can't hear my keyboard. It's
No, not
because
at
I'm
all.
using.
It's breaking.
Because I'm using this.
Yeah,
It's
because
because
you're
I'm
using an
using
AirPod.
this AirPod, all right? If I was using this
Yes.
earpiece, the earpiece speaks a lot from the environment, so you would have been hearing it, all right? Or if I was using, the loudspeaker, the inbuilt microphone, you understand, you'd have most likely heard it, all right? So avoid typing.
And some of you, when you are typing on your keypad, on your phone keypad, some people's keypad that usually it makes sound. Yeah, what happened now? Yeah. When some people are typing on their phone keypad, it's always showing, and they are feeling their keypad like it's beeping and all that. So that kind of thing, it could be, not even it could be, it's usually distracting to people that you're speaking with, all right? So it's very important that you take note of that, all right? Avoid typing, because your people. So I mean, there are times when you want to take note, just like I said earlier, you need to just be careful. I mean, you just need to find a balanced view to all these things. If you want to type to take notes during the meeting, that's fine, but don't be. I mean, there's a way you can be typing something that is distracting people. There's a way you can also be typing that is distracting you, all right, from what is being said. And that's why in a virtual meeting, you say something and you just discover that the person you're talking to did not hear you. Most likely the person maybe got distracted for a bit, or was typing, or maybe was chatting, or was watching a skit. These days, you're on Zoom meeting, you just don't do meeting and be listening in your ear like this. You have opened Instagram. Do you get it? Or you've opened Twitter. A lot of people are on Zoom meetings or Google Meets, and they are on another social media platform. Do you get it? So it's very important to understand the dynamics or how this is affected, because we lose information. All right, when you do all that, okay. Okay, so speak directly to the camera, So look at me, for example. This is me. This is something I'm still even trying to practice. So this is me. Just look at the difference in this camera. Speak directly to the camera. You can look straight to the camera when you're speaking. The way I'm speaking now is giving you eye contact. All right. This is looking like I'm looking at you directly. But there's also the way I'm looking now, that I'm looking at myself in the screen. This and this is usually what a lot of us do. So when I'm having short meetings, I would usually look directly at the camera so that I'm giving the person a direct contact, and we're both looking at each other. But this is very important so that you are not having a situation where I'm looking at I'm looking here I'm looking at this. Oh, okay. I see this place. Oh no, I'm even talking. I'm saying, oh guys, you need to be serious and all that. If you are not serious, this is going to happen. Da da da. This and that, this and that. I'm just telling you that. Oh, okay. Congratulations on the inauguration of the new president of the Federal Republic. I'm telling you this, but my mind is here. Because a lot of times where your eyes where your gaze is usually where your mind is. You understand? It won't take long when I'm looking away from you before I start telling you what I'm seeing here. Has it ever happened to you that you're trying to chat with somebody and somebody's telling you something, or you're watching a movie and you're typing that movie unintentionally or unconsciously? Has it ever happened to you? Has it ever happened to you? Has it ever happened to you that you're chatting with somebody, but you're watching a movie as you're chatting, and that movie that you're watching gets into your mind, and you're almost typing that thing to the person? Has it ever happened to you? Let me know in the chat if it has ever happened to you. Has it ever happened to you? My video is breaking, really. Anybody? I mean, is that true? My video is breaking. Okay. I mean, thank you for this confirmation. Thank you for letting me know that I'm not the only one. The way when you're saying that, maybe you're trying to chat with, maybe if you're in school, your course rep or your classmates. Okay, my video is broken. Let me switch my internet. Just give me a sec, please. Please confirm that. Please confirm. Seems that this internet I haven't changed itself. It's not very audible. Please confirm. Please confirm. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Can
can
you
hear
hear me?
you. I can hear you clearly.
Yes,
My
sir.
network,
I can hear
my
you
network
clearly.
is good. Okay, okay, you can hear me now. Thank you, Aisha.
I will hear
Awesome.
you sometimes I won't.
Oh, sorry about that. I mean, let's see. I think a lot of people are saying they can hear me, but in the video, I don't know. I've just switched. I've switched now. So let's see. Let's hope it gets better. So we're rounding up. So we're currently on number 15. Minimize distractions during the meeting. How many of you are guilty? I'm also guilty of this. Or some of you in this place now, you've checked your WhatsApp or you're even chatting. As I'm still telling you this, so you're still chatting like this, or you're checking Twitter, just checking Twitter. You're dragging somebody, and or you're on Insta blog. If you are just confess where you are on this class now. Confess. Where are you? I want you to confess to the chat. I'm waiting for you. The apps that you've opened. The app that you've opened. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. How much of my video is breaking? WhatsApp. You are actually on WhatsApp, Bolaji. Okay. I'm sure that there are a lot of people. They are jotting what I'm saying. Thank you, Aisha. Very serious student. I don't like people that are on WhatsApp. Some people are not confessing, but they are on WhatsApp now. Like some people are hearing that I'm dragging them like this, and they are still on WhatsApp. You know. But yeah, some people, that's what some people are doing, but don't mind it. All right, so you're taking some notes, Moyolua, thank you for that. You're checking only data balance, indeed. Okay, all right, thank you, S. Emmanuel. All right, now let's go. So minimize distractions during the meeting, and one of the ways you want to minimize distractions, the biggest way that you get distracted is your phone. If you can, join a meeting with your laptop. With your laptop, we are able to effectively manage things properly. You're able to manage distractions in a better way. You're able to manage distractions in a better way. So I mean, put your phone somewhere. So my phone is here. All right. So I don't have a drawer. I would have put it in a drawer or something, but you would have noticed all through since the meeting started, I'm not pressing my phone because I don't want to be distracted by it. Once I press that, open that phone, I can see an update from LinkedIn or from my email that okay, I need to do something. And before I know it, I'm turning 2 minutes there. I'm being distracted, or my mind is not here again. All right. So, in terms of learning about time management, now this is the most important thing that I'm supposed to be doing. It's important and it needs to be done now. Do you get it? When I check my phone, I can say something else that is important. And while I'm talking to you, my mind can start processing it. So my mind is not fully focused yet. So it's very important that that is that I put that into context. All right. Then don't multitask. If you have any questions, you can just drop in the chat or raise your hand. And I would like to get your feedback and comments. On this. So don't multitask. The truth is you can think that you can multitask, but usually your mind is really focused on one thing. There's a principle called deliberate practice from a book that is titled So Good They Can't Ignore You by Cal Newport. All right, that book talks about that book researches the lives of some people that have become so skilled in this world. The likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, the likes of people like this man, Kobe. What's his name? Kobe, yeah. I'm trying to remember his full name now.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, yeah, Kobe Bryant. So let me be a story of Kobe Bryant. And this is just maybe a little digression, but it's going to benefit you. Now, Kobe Bryant, yeah. There was a man that said that he saw the way Kobe Bryant's career was going. It was meeting all the records, it was breaking all the records. Along with I'm going to call you later, okay? Just take note of your question. You can write it down so you don't forget. That's another tip. Sometimes when you want to ask questions and you don't call you maybe, by the time they call you, may have forgotten. So write it down, okay? So this man said he wanted to be like Kobe Bryant, wanted to beat him to the record. So he said that, okay, I heard that Kobe Bryant practiced a lot. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to start practicing a lot. So the team, on the team, I mean, they are both on the same team. So I think their team training practice starts at 6 a.m. So they come in very early, they start doing drills and all that. So the man said he's going to come 1 hour earlier. That's 5 a.m. I'm not sure of the time now, but he said he's going to come 1 hour earlier before the entire thing because he hears that Kobe Bryant also comes earlier. Do you believe that Kobe Bryant, I mean, he got there by 5 a.m. and he already met Kobe Bryant practicing already, like 5 a.m. That means maybe Kobe Bryant got there by 4 or something. So by the time he has done that thing, so there's that thing called deliberate practice. In that book, so Cal Newport emphasizes that people like that, what you see them do on the stage is only a small delivery of what they've done privately. So you see them carry out different tasks. So you see Kobe Bryant, for example, stand from maybe before the middle of the pitch and it throws and it gives. The book is So Good They Can't Ignore You. So Good They Can't Ignore You by Cal Newport. He's also the one that wrote Deep Work. Powerful book, I must tell you. Powerful book. All right. So you see, I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, I'm not trying to bring up a debate here, okay? When he was still younger, all right, you can see if you know Ronaldo, yeah, or Messi, right? You can almost know that giving this ball in this place in the score. Keepers can even almost give up that. Don't worry, there's no stress. I want to stress myself. This guy to score. Why? Because they engage in something called deliberate practice. All right, deliberate practice. All right, and I'm giving that to you now that if you want to become a successful tech bro, my brothers and sisters, or my fellow Nigerians, my fellow Lagosians, my fellow youths, you need to engage in deliberate practice. You would see developers, I mean, not now that we have a lot of developers, different people, and currently we have a lot of average developers, I'm telling you because I know the industry, quite a bit, we have a lot of, I mean, say 3-4 years ago, when you don't even see developers everywhere. You don't see developers in the shopping mall. You don't see them. You don't usually see them because they are on their laptop from morning to night. They are writing code. And that's why they are being paid a lot, because they are just sitting there and they are practicing. You get it? So just that intense level of focus that you need. Do you understand? So, and it applies to this as well. For me personally, I've noticed that there are times when I can work on a strategy, for example, or a process, right? I sit on it for 3 hours. What I'm going to create in that 3 hours without being distracted by WhatsApp, without being distracted by calls, without being distracted by any email or any meeting. If I give you to do, right, it may take you 2 weeks, Jonathan, to produce that quality of work. And this is not bragging, it's just the truth. If you don't engage in deliberate practice, I've seen this happen, all right? The times when you just want to work, every other thing must wait. You want to learn product design, you want to learn web development, you want to learn graphic design, you need to commit time. Like, there's that principle that you need to spend 10,000 hours committed, like, and it's not just 10,000 hours when you're writing, you're doing you draw one line of design on Figma, check one WhatsApp message, draw one line of this, check another WhatsApp message. Like the intense focus that I don't want to sound like I'm a preacher now, Yeah, sorry, excuse me. Can you come back? Okay. So there's a level of intentionality that I don't sound like a preacher now that say that say you can see something like there's a level of deliberateness or there's a level of intentionality that your future needs or that your destiny needs. Yeah. That sounds like I'm preaching, but there's that level of effort that you need to put into this career. All right. And I know I'm digressing, but I think this is a very good digression. All right, because I mean, yeah, we're still going to talk about this when you come to class. You see, you need to focus. You need to focus. You need to focus. So we live in a very distracted world, and the result of being distracted is that the distracted people are mediocre. Distracted people are like, if you can't shut down your phone, maybe not put it off. I don't put off my phone at any time. I don't put off my phone, but there are times when you can be calling me and I won't pick the call. Not because I don't want to pick, but because I'm busy. Do you get it? Jonathan. Jonathan. So, I mean, sometimes currently one of the things I'm working on is I'm developing something that, will be used in up to at least 5 years. That thing will still be relevant. It's a system. All right. So that kind of thing, it requires some level of intentionality and focus. So if you call me during that time, it's not that I'm, trying to form being busy. I'm just being intentional about it, right? You don't want to be playing around when your destiny is on the line. Do you get it? You don't want to be playing around when your future is on the line. And when you come for class, if we see that you're unserious, we will send you home. Do you get it? We'll send you home. You see? I mean, like I was saying, someone is trying to call me now. Dizzy, because I'm feeling the vibration. Jonathan, so it's very, very important and crucial that we get this understanding. All right, it's very, very important. All right, that you understand this succinctly. Now, I started all this by saying that avoid multitasking because your mind usually focused on one thing at a time. See, when I want to check WhatsApp, usually now one of the things I'm doing is when I'm eating or when I'm maybe sitting, and usually I don't say I sit idle. Because when I even want to sit idle to them, I may just be playing a pet talk, just be giving me some information in my mind, even while I'm resting. Because in these days, social media, you don't know the rest. You don't that has a plan for a future. You cannot just be rolling with your life. All right, it's very important. Okay, so don't multitask. All right, then avoid fidgeting with your pen or things at time. Let me see. I'm doing like this. Look at this. Look at this. In your mind, you're trying to look at it that what kind of pen is he using? Is it a 20 naira pen or is it a 300 naira pen? Is it a 1,000 naira pen? Do you understand? So that means I'm distracting you from my voice and from my face, from the information. So that moment, I mean, you could be doing something like this and be distracting people. This, so it's very important. All right. So that's that. By the way, this pen, this $1 is a very good pen. I'm not really advanced, but very good. All right. So minimize background music by turning off any music, TV, or radio in your background. Imagine, like this thing happens a lot. You're joining it. So the thing is, if you can hear TV from your sitting room, it means that people that you are joining the meeting with hear it if you unmute your mic. So you cannot do that. You cannot afford to join a meeting with background music or TV or something somewhere. If it's something you can turn off, turn it off. If you can't turn it off, if it's not with you, or if it's from a neighbor or something, you move away from there. And that's why sometimes, these days there are devices that can help you cancel out noise. But even some noise cancellation, there are some noise cancellation devices may not effectively cancel. All right, because if you cancel it too much, it's going to alter your voice. Right. Let's not get into too much technical stuff. But yeah, close other browsers or apps on your computer, silence notifications on your computer, smartwatch, or any device that your microphone could pick up. All right. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. These things are very important. All right, choose a clean background. That's number 16. All right. Don't have a disorganized, messy background. Look at what's on my background. Window blinds. This is a bookshelf. Do you see? That's a bookshelf. All right. So very clear and simple background. Even my preference would have just been maybe a plain background, but I don't want to use a virtual screen. Now let me use something so you see what I'm saying. I'm looking for. I'm surprised I don't have any virtual background here on my laptop. Wow, interesting. I think because it's more updated with something. Now, let me do something. Okay. Do you see what's on my face? Do you see what's on my face? This is what, can you see this thing that looks like Snapchat on that?
Yes.
This is, imagine if I'm using that in the virtual meeting. It looks nice, Abby. It looks nice. This guy can use, the thing is, we are not trying to show people that you can use things. All right. You're trying to deliver a message. You're trying to do something. You're trying to get something done. All right. You're trying to get something done. You're not trying to show people. You're not trying to come here to show. Do you get preference? Also, a lot of times to be that you blur your background. Okay, this is my background is blur, but the reason why this blur is not working effectively is because there's white on my background somewhere. There's black and white here. You see, so that's why it's not perfectly blurred. All right. So that's that. And because lightning, there's not, my skin is dark. Some of you have not seen someone as dark as I am, but nice to meet you too. So, my skin is dark, right? Because my skin is dark, so it's not easily separating the face from the background. Do you understand? So that's really it, right? So let me take this thing off. Okay. So do you see? Let me take this blur background off. All right. So, but do you understand what I'm saying? So choose the clean background. You need to watch your background. You need to watch your background. I've seen so many people, very funny people. Let me see if okay, yeah. So yeah, I've seen so many things. I've seen so many things. Join meeting and your background is showing Okada. You're on the street. I'm not saying Okada is bad, but you're on the street. You're on the streets in your area, and people are passing, people are selling things in your background, or you're sitting and somebody's passing your back. It's distracting because, for example, for myself, if I if where I am right now, nobody can pass my back. Do you get it? But there are times when if I sit somewhere, maybe it's on the road, someone has to maybe push me to pass or something like that. All that looks a little messy and unprofessional in it. You get what I'm saying? So those things are actually very, very important. Do you understand? Choose a clean background. It's very important that you do that. All right. Find good lighting. You see. So one of the challenges that I know that don't have is good lighting, and it's something that we're working on. Good lighting. Don't use blue lights. Let me try and see. Let me show you. So just give me a sec. I'm going to change this light to, so just so you know that, I could have used blue lights and it will look fine. What do you think? Do you see? Do you see the way this looks? So because, I think because there's light coming from here, it would have looked very bluish and, look maybe fine in that sense, but that's not the purpose of this meeting, right? It doesn't look professional. It even makes my face like myself, so very, very, let me take it off. But guys, are we together? Are we together so far? If we're together, just let me know in the case. Just let me know. Unmute your mic. Let me know.
Yeah, we are together.
Yes, we are together.
We are together.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
We are together.
Yeah, thank you. So now,
We are very much together.
Thank you, sir. Pay attention to your newspapers. Pay attention to your newspapers. Pay attention to your newspapers. You know why it's important to pay attention to your newspapers? Because sometimes you don't know that you are unmuted. And I'm not joking. There was a time, I think last year, we're in a class, right? It was not even a digital literacy session. It was a real and a technical class. And the guy was negotiating bread with the bread seller, literally, like on imagine if somebody's mic is muted now, you're like, how much is this bread? This one is not soft, so I want white bread. Like that's literally what we're getting in that class. Did you get it? Was negotiating bread. it looks like I'm making this stuff, but it's actually true. See, I've joined so many meetings with different students from different parts of the world, and I've seen so many things. There's a time when there's a person, someone we called, so the way I called somebody on Ilola, for example, and Ilola just unmute her mic, and I'm just hearing, come and buy beans. Maybe beans or fish or something like that. And I just hearing those kind of things. In your mind, in your own mind, you may not know it, but you're embarrassing yourself in the face of everybody. And everybody's there. Why you are being embarrassed. So before you mute your mic, you need to check your surroundings. Ensure that your microphone is muted when you're in a place that is noisy. All right. Like there's a place I know that I work from a lot. And there's a time that if I join a meeting, there's a tendency that somebody will just hear something like in Yoruba, they just say come and buy and something like very very funny environment. You get, So if you know that kind of environment, lock your windows, lock your door, reduce the noise that is coming in, then ensure that your sound, your voice is so loud that even if that sound is coming, is a little tiny. But what you should aim for is to eradicate it totally. But if you cannot eradicate it, then make sure that you're speaking clear enough. All right, make sure you're speaking clear enough. Do you understand? Clear enough, audible enough, so that your voice is actually blocking out every other noise that is coming out from the environment. All right. Then next thing, introduce yourself when you join. This is an etiquette, but some people don't. I mean, we don't. Sometimes we don't do this. When you want to talk on a meeting, the first thing you do is introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Good morning, everybody. I mean, when I call you, good morning. My name is this, that. All right. My name is Mike Antimile. I'm from JSS 2B. Thank you for coming. God bless you and your family. Amen. You get what I'm saying? So introduce yourself. It's a way to leave a lasting impression. And if you have some fake accent, that's a way. That's a good time for you to bring it in. So you just make that, just bring that in. Do you get what I'm saying? So you see that, you come in and you make an impression. Do you understand? So it's very important. Even if you don't talk, ensure you introduce yourself in the chat. When you join the meeting, good morning, my name is this, on the chat, and drop it there. If you are the only one that introduces yourself, it's fine. It's not overdue. Everybody will look at your name and they will remember your name. Take note. Now, let me give you another tip. See me, if you know me, I find it hard to be somewhere and I'm not making a real impact, like tangible impact. You get tangible impact. I can either withdraw from there or I dig myself so much into it and I'm learning a lot. If somebody just unmuted their hand, just what you hear being now. Zachariah, if we hear something that we don't hear, and we'll take you out of this meeting. I won't take you out of the meeting, but just take your attention to your newspaper. Yeah, no, please. All right. Thank you. All right. So introduce yourself when you sorry. What I'm saying. Did you just hear that somebody just yawned now in the background? Now introduce yourself when you join. Introduce yourself when you join. Introduce yourself when you join. It's very important. All right. Introduce yourself when you join. All right. Then create a positive atmosphere. All right. Don't join. It's already a virtual meeting. Don't join a virtual meeting and come and be saying, talking like you are sleeping. It's a virtual meeting. You need to pass energy on the group. You need to pass energy. Good morning, everybody. Do you understand? Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? This is what I'm working on. Or this is the challenge I have with the assignment that I got from the instructor yesterday. This is what I've done. They are talking like they are not talking like somebody that is having issues. Do you understand? No, we don't have issues. So you're just saying that clearly, right? Smile. I'm giving some fake smiles, just so that I'm teaching people. Do you understand? I'm trying to show you my white teeth and so, do you understand? So all those things. So you're seeing all this. It's passing a message to you. All right. Do you understand? And the truth is that it's not always like this. It's not always like this. I learned to become like this. I developed this. Do you understand? I eventually got there. All right. Guys, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We understand today. Today we understand, but next time, just watch out for it. All right, but I will still learn. So keep your mind muted, watch out for that. Then set a meeting time. Especially if you are the one setting it, if you are the one planning the meeting, what tip are you asking for a man of faith? Can someone in it answer? If you are the one planning the meeting, just set the time to it. Don't extend the meeting time. It's very important, all right? It's very important. I think that's the final one. I have some extras that I want to share with you. So one of it is test your connection, test your laptop, ensure that everything is going well. Not that when you want to, you say that is your village people, but you are the one that is doing. Sometimes it's not the village that is doing. You see that it's doing village people. You understand? Because when you are doing yourself to yourself, it's even more because you're joining an interview, for example. That's the time your internet now goes off. You know that you're living in Nigeria, you're living in a system where you can't control the internet. The best bet for you is to plan to have a backup internet, all right? Especially when you're joining something that is once in a lifetime. The interviews if you don't come, they just say that this person is not serious, and they just overlook you. You understand? But you need to be intentional about doing all these things, all right? Very intentional. You need to be intentional about doing it, okay? So, so let me see. If we're together, let me know. So be aware of your software control. Not that when they tell you to share your screen, you will not say that, oh, and what's it called? Not that when they tell you to share your screen, you will not say that, what's it called now? You will not say that, I don't know how to share, this share thing. I'm not seeing that arrow. The way people just say this. Have you been anything? Somebody is sounding very, very funny. I'm not seeing that arrow. This is not showing. This is not working. It's not looking very nice. Okay. So use a good microphone. All right. Turn off your video. Oh, it's not flowing here. Network. Right. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. So that's part of preparation. Next time, try to stay in a place where the network is better. All right. So also, limit conversation. Look at the camera, give your full attention, set goals, introduce, summarize the meeting. So then, finally, I think is to summarize the meeting. All right, summarize the meeting. Summarize the meeting. Okay. So you need to summarize the meeting. You need to summarize the meeting. Again, you need to summarize. So when you finish this meeting, now look at what are the things that I need to do. What are the things that I need to do? All right. What are the things that I need to adjust in my own self? All right. I'm also still learning this. Sometimes I join virtual meetings late. Sometimes different things happen that makes people join things late. Sometimes, maybe when you just wake up, maybe you're not planning for something, you just got an invite for it, and you're just like, oh, okay, let me get something just up quickly. And you need to turn on your video, all right? So different things like this cost. But all those things are to be noted. However, you need to be committed to your growth. Okay, you don't say that, oh, this is how I am now. This is, me. I just wake up. I just wake up by 11. This is how I am. When they born me, there's nobody like that, and that's the growth mindset. All right. Let me not get into that. But growth mindset is pretty much just saying that this is where I am now, but I can grow. All right. Some people, the reason why they will not learn tech and they will miss out, is because they will say that, my head cannot carry that tech thing or that tech thing. I've tried it, and they just give up like that, In 2 years' time, they are still begging their friends that their friend the money. The friend that started learning after you give up, So it's just all those things, all right? So that will be the end from my end now. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Along top, you have a comment. How was this session? Anybody you want to share? Did you enjoy the session? Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you learned anything quickly. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you learned anything. Learned a lot. What do you mark attendance? Don't worry. Not attendance has not started. Attendance has not started now. Yeah. Attendance has not started now. You got to meet people managing the program, Shefa and Madina, when you come into the program. Most likely the program will start, training will start on Monday, all right? But this is part of the class, so you don't want to. There's going to be another one on Friday, which is going to be practical, all right? It's going to be practical. Esther, yeah, so it's going to be the practical session is going to be on Friday. Even if you've used these things, there are some things that you've not done on this platform that I want to actually show you, all right, on collaboration and just some advanced features that you can also learn. All right, yeah, sure, you can ask, sure, please. I mean, you can use the feature, raise your hand if you want to say something, and you may be called. But this is also another way to ask. So, Bola, feel free to unmute your mic.
All right, yes, good morning, everybody, and good morning to you. Yes, thank you so very much. My name is Bolaji Akinshi, and I first of all will thank you. The section was quite insightful and impactful. I learned a lot. I just want to ask that because you said something about not budging out of meetings without seeking for permission or something. So yes, how do you make such requests? Okay, for instance, you want to ease yourself, or there's a breakdown in network, or some. How do you communicate in class? How do you ask your questions? Do you understand? Like, do you drop your message on the public group like we're doing right now, or you just do something like? I get the clarity on that. Thank you.
Okay. So let's say that you're leaving, I mean, your internet is not stable and you want to leave a meeting and so you know that your internet is not stable. Maybe you're going to fail in your area, and because of that, your internet is not stable. All right. What you need to do is that you may send a private message to the facilitator. Yeah. I'm sorry, sir, I may be dropping off the class due to network issues that I have. All right. Jonathan, I may be dropping because of that. Jonathan. So when you now drop, right? You need to, when you come back, then you can now say, sorry, you dropped out. You're back now. So you need to. So we're just aware. So for example, if I call, I've not heard from Oluwakemi and now. Oluwakemi, and can you say hello? Hi, Oluwakemi. Usually when people don't respond to me, like me, they're not with their phone or they're not with the laptop or they're distracted. So it's also, I mean, I've studied, I'm telling you, I've done a lot. So I can tell you, exactly, you don't sleep, If I'm, so it's for example, now, yeah, I'm here now. Like people that are typing on the chat, if I call you, since that time I've called, it's almost 1 minute now, I said, I've not responded. Normally, if by the time we start the training, if you do this, you'll be taken out of the class. Do you understand? Just for me, like this. So see, let me move now. I've omitted again. This is if you are there, you are there. You will know that you are there. Those people that so some of you, you are not in the meeting. No, you say that. Oh, sorry, I didn't get that. So you say something. A meeting is going on, and you're just there. You're just there. You're on your WhatsApp or you are on your WhatsApp or I know lower for. You feel like I'm dragging it too much. This way with that line I just say. So you're on your WhatsApp and you're on your Instagram, right? Or Twitter, and you're saying something like so, and someone now calls you, right? Someone now calls you. Oh, okay. I know Luapo, I know Luapo, are we together? You now come, you now say, oh, sorry, I didn't know my mic was on mute, my mic was muted. Sorry, can you take that again? So person that was not even in the meeting at all. A lot of people do this. If you have done this, just catch yourself and take your feedback now. Catch yourself and take your feedback. You were not listening in the meeting also. Then when they now call, you now say, sorry, please, can you take that again? I lost you for a bit. lost for Wizbit. We were not listening to his money. Did you get it? So there was a Twitter trend that time. There was a Twitter trend that time that was saying that was like that was like, okay, sorry, sir, please, can you take that a bit? I mean, my network glitched. And I said that somebody that has not listened to anything, do you get it? So it's actually very important. And people are starting to notice now. So that kind of lie is actually not being admitted again. When you say things like that, people already know. They will not ask you a follow-up question. Okay, what have you earned? You now put yourself in trouble. Some people are smart, or they will try to use one small sense like this and say, oh, okay. Maybe they add one thing with their target. You know, say, oh yeah, the last thing I add was this. And that thing they said it like 20 minutes ago. So you've not been hearing anything 20 minutes ago. So all those things they're unproductive. Imagine if all these things have been saying and someone else says that I didn't hear what you said in the last 20 minutes. I don't even know what I was saying in the last 20 minutes. Do you understand? So it's very important, all right. So I hope I answered that well. Can you explain more on joining the virtual class? No. So in a virtual class, for example, so we didn't do introduction today, but by the time you start the class, right? By the time you start the program, you introduce yourself, so you know each other, right? So in that case, by the time you are joining it, so you have physical class and you have virtual class. So by the time you are joining a physical class, right? By the time you are joining a virtual class, it's not a virtual meeting. Usually meetings. So when you join in the morning, they can just drop you a message on the group that, oh, my name is this. My name is this. Good morning, everyone. It's just courtesy, right? Courtesy. Good morning, everyone. Just like when you see somebody, they're coming to class, they come to class physically. You greet your colleagues now. The way you say, guy, alpha. You cannot come to meet me and say, guy, oh, guys and ladies, alpha. Good morning, everyone. My name is this. Do you understand? So that's all right. So, I mean, you don't have to. It's just like when you come, except the facilitator is asking everyone to introduce themselves one after the other, then it's coordinated. Or if you come and you're just like, good morning, your man. Good morning, my name is Anodo Ayola. Everybody just use this one now. Maybe this one, So and everybody, maybe that person introduces. Or it's even funny to introduce, but if one person introduces, but if I know Loa introduce, if Joshua introduce, if Victor introduce, and it's just random. But before you know, people will start wanting to introduce and you interrupt yourself. You just get muddled up, all right? So I hope that's answered. Evidence, I didn't get this question quite well. You want to unmute your mic so that we can wrap up now.
Okay, I was actually referring to the I didn't quite get that thing that you're talking about. So I was saying, so do we have to now repeat ourselves from where the person?
Repeat yourself in what light? Your voice is very low, by the way.
Okay, can you hear me now? Is it better?
You can go ahead.
Okay, I was actually citing the instance you made that people leave their phones or their PCs and come back and say, I didn't quite get that when they are being called. So I was asking, so do we have to now repeat ourselves from where the last thing they heard?
So for courtesy, of course, you want to pass an information. You don't now say that, oh, I mean, all the best for you. Bye-bye. Do you get it? It's just so if it's something you can now repeat, definitely. I know what I think you're trying to turn on your video, but it's not showing. Also, I don't think you need to turn on a video. Okay. I wish to coming over on Friday or wait till Monday. Yes. Wait till Monday. I mean, wait till further information. Okay. Let's wait till further information. All right. You're not having physical classes on Monday. Please take note. Okay. Virtual class. We're going to, with the practice session is going to be virtual as well. All right. And that session would have more people, most likely. Okay. So just watch out for that. All right. And also, we opened the application so you can share the flyers with some of your friends. You can share it on a WhatsApp status so that people can also, just join. I mean, just also register and, they'll get screened like you were screened and all that. Okay. So that's that for my end. Without further ado, if there are no more questions or contributions or comments, I would like us to, okay, how do we take excuses when we want to use ourselves? Of course, just drop a message that please, I need to step out for a bit. Just say I need to step out for a bit. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Just drop it. Just drop a message. Okay. It's the way you take excuses if it's not something you can take to ease yourself, take an excuse and leave. But if you're with your laptop, I'm sure you won't take your laptop to the loop, all right? Except you computer. You take if you're not going to take your laptop to the loop, of course, you need to take an excuse if you're going to be away from the meeting. So people are aware. Not that I'm calling Olon Toba, and everybody is like, Olon, where is the Olon Toba? And it's very quite annoying. Or it's not even annoying, unproductive. Oluwakemi, are you there now? Oluwakemi Ann. Oluwakemi Ann.
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm Oluwakemi.
We know you're Oluwakemi. We know because we called you earlier and you don't respond because you're away from your laptop. No, don't try to defend yourself. Don't worry. But just ensure it doesn't happen again, okay?
All right, thank you. What happened is that my phone went off, my laptop went off, so that's why I tried to charge.
I see.
Hello?
Okay.
Thank you.
I heard you. All right, everyone. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope it was good use of the time. The coming class on Friday may be a little longer, maybe 2 hours. This is supposed to be a 90-minute session. Yeah, and I think I took 90 minutes because I started at about 11:10 or 11:12. So I'm giving you 2 minutes for 90 minutes for free. You can use it to leave the meeting, or you can use it to drink water if you like. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you on Friday. And don't forget to share the flyers or the registration link with your friends or colleagues. Anybody.
Wednesday or Friday? Wednesday or Friday, sir?
When is what?
Wednesday, is it a webinar?
No, not the webinar, not the webinar. The application. The application where you can join, where you're supposed to join the program. That webinar. Sorry, that application link. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So the application link where you register. Webinar is part of what the students and other people can be part of. Webinar is open to the students and the public. Not to further notice you. I said so further notice is like waiting till when further notice can be wait till today. Further notice usually when strike happens, you say further notice, and that means like in 2 months time. Okay? Or further notice is like you are going to get the information latest by Friday that you're coming to class on Monday. But don't worry, you come to class on Monday, basically. That's for I know I'm coming. And that's for tracks that are coming on Monday. Some people are not coming on Monday, some are coming on Tuesday. So you need to be aware of your class timetable. Okay. So I know please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Michael. Good morning, great colleagues. I thought we said there will be a Wednesday.
Practicing what we are teaching. Sorry for this one. Go ahead.
I didn't hear that.
So I said you're practicing what you just learned. You greeted everybody, introduce yourself, then you proceeded to your question.
Okay, I want to ask, are we not having a class on Wednesday?
That's Wednesday tomorrow.
Yes.
No, there's a webinar tomorrow. So you join the webinar tomorrow. You're not having anything on Thursday. Then on Friday, there's another virtual session like this on digital literacy.
Okay.
So then from next week, your classes kick in fully. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for people whose classes are on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday and Thursday, for people whose classes are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, clear?
Yes, thank you. So
I hope did you guys get the timetable? Did you guys send the timetable?
Yes, I got the timetable.
Okay, awesome. So in case for people
Okay.
that you don't know, sorry to cut you. Can you finish your question so that I could maybe just share the okay. So time for the webinar will be communicated to you tomorrow. Okay, so let me just talk about the timetable quickly. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that's product design and graphic design classes. The product design students come from 9 o'clock to 1 p.m. Graphic design students, your class starts at 1:30 and ends at 5. As you will get to know, lateness is not permitted. All right. If you come late, you may be sent back. Not even me. You most likely will be. So take note of that. All right. So then Tuesday, web development, you come by 9 o'clock, you leave by 3 p.m. So your Wednesday, so let me see what's happening. You didn't get the timetable. Jennifer, can you unmute your mic? Can you unmute your mic? What's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Okay, hi. So it's Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for products design and graphics.
Yeah.
And Tuesday and Friday for web.
Is that not what I mentioned?
No, you said Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I knew it was a mistake.
Okay. So Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday that's for students in product design and graphic design. 9 a.m. to so I mean your classes for graphic design and product design is 3 times in a week. What I said is different from time to be sent to you. Really? Shefa, can you confirm that? Can you confirm? You know the timetable.
Are you part of the WhatsApp?
Yes, I'm on the WhatsApp group. I guess he just corrected himself now. Before he was saying product design was 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. instead of 1:30 to 5 p.m. But I guess he just corrected himself now.
Hold on, sorry, just to confirm. Product design is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Is that different from what you got?
Yes.
Okay, I think we'll solve it and let you know, but it's not in the timetable. I'm sure that so this class is not really to answer questions about the program, really. Shaifa and Martina help you in answering all these questions. Okay. If you want to ask about the program, if you want to ask about the session we are, I will take your question. But if you want to ask about the program, I think we have another session, I think on Friday, Saturday, when we'll do this virtually. Okay. Your timetable for graphics is saying 9 to 1. So this will be sorted. This will be sorted. Yes, please. It will be sorted. I'll check where that error is from. Okay. The WhatsApp community link is unusable. Okay. Ruben, you will get feedback on this. We'll give you feedback on this. So let me see. Can someone help Ruben drop the WhatsApp link? Apologies about this. You get you get a link. So you get can someone help you? So light just went out, if you noticed, and so that's why my video is darker. What the WhatsApp link? Okay, Shefa, can you drop that? Okay. Also, I don't know what the challenge is with joining the WhatsApp link. If the class can start 10 a.m. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the class starts by 10 a.m. You know, so to be honest, yeah, even 10 a.m. It won't be convenient for some people, right? Where are you coming from, Shefa? I'm sorry, Esther. No, we can't actually move it because you know there's a required number of hours that you need to meet per day. Do you understand? So what I'd encourage is if you can leave earlier, Oh, Papa, okay. So if you can leave earlier, just before traffic starts, it would be great. I mean, if you come here very early, yeah, definitely. Wow, okay, okay, that's quite a distance. So, but I mean, even as much as we understand that, please, I mean, I'll just encourage you. This period, 4 weeks of training, it's going to be intensive, right? But you want to try as much as possible to be to bear the discomfort, bear the possible challenges that will come, in this period. All right. So let me bring this up to life in my video. Okay. All right. So can somebody drop the WhatsApp link? Jennifer, your hand was raised. You want to say something? Guys, I need to leave this meeting now.
Hey,
Okay.
it's okay. It's okay, Micah. You can leave. Ruben, what track are you on actually? Because that's going to determine the link you get.
Oh yeah, that's good. All right, everyone. Thank you. It was a nice time with you. So, I mean, if Shaifa, you guys have questions, you can ask Shaifa to respond to it. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Shaifa, are you saying something? Or is the meeting ending? Shaifa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I want to paste the link for Ruben.
All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much, Micah. Okay. So there is no attendance for today. There is no attendance for today. The attendance starts really from next week, Monday. Yeah, you have to, the track, funny enough, this was sent to everyone, but please, you have to put your track, like the communities are different. So you get attendance link, you get WhatsApp link for your track. So if you're asking for attendance link, put the track you're on so that I know what I'm sending. Thank you. Okay, someone raised their hands. Please, you can speak. I was muted actually. Is what else? What do you want to say? I can hear you.
Please, would
If you don't have any issues, it's okay. You can leave the class. I'm trying to sort out issues some people have.
all right. Concerning the timetable, ma, what where the email says 1:30 to 5, and now our Mr. Michael told us 9 to 1 p.m. I don't understand that.
Don't worry, I would send a copy of the timetable on the WhatsApp group of each community
All
so that
right,
you
all
get the
right,
right one. Yes.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
So, does it mean we're on break now or we're done for
No,
today?
no, we are actually done for today. So I'm trying to get the links for each of the yes to send for them. So if you don't have any issues, you can leave. For those who are looking for the link, that's what I'm trying to do now.
Okay, thank you, ma. And today the webinar is by 10 or 11. Tomorrow, I mean to say.
So it's actually slated for 11, but I would also inform everyone later in the day. So just in
Thank you very
case
much.
the facilitator does not, he doesn't change his time. Hopefully, we're hoping he doesn't change it.
Okay, ma. Okay. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome.